I just got home from work, as you can see. But I really had to do this review. I started reading this book like right not long before I left for work, maybe an hour or so, and I finished it while I was at work. We were really slow. But this is the name of it. I'm still sucking, holding this up. It's called Secret Society. And I got it at, oh, what's it called? Books A Million. I got it at Books A Million, the bookstore up where I used to live, a while ago, because it was on the $3.97 clearance bin thingy. And it looked interesting, and I decided to pick it up tonight to read because it looked interesting. And I couldn't put it down. It was really good. So that was the first thing I want to talk about. I don't know if there's a second one. I'm going to look it up on Goodreads. The way it ended, I'm assuming there's a second one. But first, if there's not a second one, the way it ended is really annoying because the way it ended, the last chapter, it's just like, because there's all this cool stuff going on in the book. There's all this like mystery stuff and kind of like intriguey stuff and all this. And so I'm expecting a really awesome conclusion. But the last chapter, which is less than 2 full pages, mind you, is like, especially if there's no second book, it's just like, okay, here, I don't know what else to do. Here's a conclusion that should tie up those loose ends, right? No, it doesn't. And if there isn't a second book, it's going to be even worse because I really want to know what's going on. It's kind of understandable if there's a second book, but if there's not, I'm going to be really mad. And the other thing is, even whether there is or not, it's like there's all this, not necessarily spooky, but kind of like dark, mysterious type stuff going on through the whole book. And in that last chapter, it's just like, okay, happy now. And I'm like, no, that's not how this is supposed to end. Maybe eventually, but you just like shoved it in there, and that's not how it should go, and the end is wrong. And you need to fix it, and if there's not a second book, you need to write a second book to fix it, because it was such a good book, and I couldn't put it down, and I was reading it all night, and it was horrible. I am very unhappy. But like, look how tiny this last chapter is. This is the entire last chapter. And it's like, it was going great up until, I mean, it's 341 pages. It was going great up through page 339. And you hit that last chapter, and it's just like, no. They could have done something, well, he, I suppose, is the proper pronoun. He could have done something totally good and better and different. And like, what actually happened is not okay. Like, the events that happened, if it was a real thing, like not a book, if it was real events and stuff, that's okay, but the way that it was written and the feelings I got from that last chapter are not okay. Hang on a second. I'm almost done ranting. Sorry. Alex is trying to help me cook dinner, and I'm ranting. Because I'm supposed to be cooking dinner after I get home from work. But I wanted to rant about this book so hard that I just had to stop and rant about this book, even though I didn't bother to change out of my work clothes. I think I'm done now. But the ending is terrible, and there better be a second book to fix it. I'm gonna end that now and start cooking dinner.